Hey guys, how's it going? I just ordered my lunch, so I figured I got some time to kill, so I'd throw together a quick video. The Patriots offseason has officially started, and that means we have to start looking at contracts that are up, who we want to re-sign, who do they think they can let go. There's actually a lot of contracts for the Patriots that are up this year. I believe I took a look at the list and there was 13 or 14, I think. A lot of practice squad guys, a lot of kind of backups. The two that kind of stuck out, and the one, well, really, there's one that's important to me, and that was not Philip Dorsett, but his is up this year too, but not Philip Dorsett. It's Trent Brown. Trent Brown is probably the most important part of this Patriots offense that his contract is up. Now, with a 41 going on 40, I believe he'll be 42 this offseason. Brady, you need someone who is a solid option at that position to protect him. You can't, I really don't care what he says about him being able to take hits better now than he did 10 years ago. I've heard all that TB12 bullshit over and over and over again, and I really don't buy it. One good hit, and he's out for the year, and who the hell knows what the Pats are going to be. So I think we need to really take a good hard look at bringing him back. Now, I know he played, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think for left tackles, he was one of the best from, I believe, week 10 on through the playoffs. I was just kind of quickly looking through stats last night, but we let Solder go to the Giants, and it took him a while to get acclimated there. You know, probably, I don't know, week 7 or week 8, he finally started to play better. Solder. And Trent Brown, when we traded for him to make up for the Solder leaving, it was the same situation. He did not play well at all in the first half of the season, maybe even longer, probably till week 10 or 11. But after that, it takes these guys a while to learn the offense and to learn the call. Every offensive line has different calls and different meanings. So, but from the second half of the season on, he played extremely well. He did a very, very good job. And if you look at the Patriots offensive line as a whole, I think going through the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they played phenomenal. The whole line as a unit played incredible. So you have to bring a guy like that back. You have to, especially now that he's comfortable in the offense and the calls that we have. I know the Patriots have one of the most complex offenses and defenses in the league call-wise when it comes to making calls at the line before the ball is snapped. So I do think, sorry guys, I do think that we need to bring him back. And he's definitely going to be a big pay hit. I think he'll probably demand something, maybe not as much as what the Giants had to pay for Solder, but probably very, very close to that. And in my opinion, I would do it. Now that Brady's, that over 40 mark is tough. You never know. I don't care what he says. You don't take hits as well as you did when you were 30 or even 27, 28, 29. You're not going to take those kind of hits. So he's going to need all the help he can get on the line. Now for Dorsett, now we'll talk about Dorsett now. They probably want to bring him back as well. Just for the consistency fact alone. Like now that he's comfortable and Brady's comfortable with him, a big part of the Patriots offense is if Brady is comfortable with you or not. If he's not comfortable with you, you're not getting the ball, period. You may see 3 or 4 targets, maybe 3 to 4 a game maximum. The guys that he's comfortable with, you've seen it. The Edelmans, the Gronks. He'll force them the ball if he has to try and get them going. And even though Dorsett didn't get a chance to play very much in the first half of the season, he really, when Gordon left is when Dorsett was asked to step in and kind of pick up the slack and play a role, and he surprisingly, even to me, was very good at it. The balls that were thrown his direction, they were usually caught. He played very well, and he was able to step in and fill that role nicely. And he's also a leader in the locker room, which is huge. You need those veteran guys on any team that have been through the hard times and the tough situations to help these young guys out. So those are probably the two that were the biggest names. I mean, Jason McCourty was on there as well, but I don't know if either of the McCourty twins are going to re-sign, because there's been a couple of articles out lately saying that Devin has kind of mentioned to people in his inner circle that he may consider walking away, and that would be a shame, because I grew up watching him, and he transitioned from one position to another and did it real well. He kind of failed as a corner for us, and then they moved him to safety, and after he kind of got, learn the ropes and learn, the basics and how to play the position, he's one of the better safeties in the game today. So that's kind of my opinion on at least the biggest names that we have coming up for free agency. But we'll see. And as always, guys, go Patriots. See you later.